NBA All-Star Weekend tips off in San Francisco this evening, and just in time, CNBC Sport is out with its inaugural rankings of the most valuable NBA franchises. At number 1, the Golden State Warriors, worth an astounding $9.4 billion, nearly $2 billion more than the Knicks, who come in at number 2. The Los Angeles Lakers joined the club as well at number 3, followed by the Chicago Bulls and the Houston Rockets to round out the top 5. Our senior sports reporter, Michael Zanian's the man behind all those rankings, and he joins us here at Post 9 to talk through it all.
You're laughing.
What's up with Golden State?
Oh, it's all about the building. You got to realize that when they built this building, which they own, it was right around the time they were winning all those championships. Steph Curry, best guard in the league, tremendous sponsorship revenue. They have about $200 million more revenue than any other team in the league, and their sponsorship revenue is about double any other team.
What do you make of the rest? Any surprises as the list came together?
You know, some of the ones in the middle really surprised me. One of the big ones, Cleveland Cavaliers, their revenue and value much more than I thought it was going to be. Tremendous business success there. Sponsorships, they're doing a great job building, bringing in other non-NBA events to that arena. Very high revenue for that market.
Do we have a good view as to maybe not top of the list, but most improved players, or relative to a new owner getting in, for example, having made the most?
Well, I think what we're seeing is because of the new TV deal that kicks in next season, an average of $6.9 billion a year, 160% higher than the current deal. From team 1 through 30, they're all up a lot in value. In fact, if you look at what owners have paid versus what the teams are now, go to the top of the list, Golden State, 24% annualized return in price versus the $450 million that was paid in 2010. Go to the bottom of the list, the Grizzlies, right? Never been to an NBA championship. They're up 19% annualized since 2012.
Yeah, all boats floating on that. You know, of course, I got to ask you about the Knicks. I got my Knicks tie on here. But you pegged them at $7.5 billion. This is the rare team that's actually in a publicly traded stock, right? Madison Square Garden Sports. It's the Knicks and the Rangers plus some other assets. Total market cap is $5 billion. I know that's not going to match up. There's probably tax effects, all this stuff. But that seems as if it's kind of like feeding off of the size of the market and the historic value of it. But what else is playing into that? When you see the fact that the market is like not willing to pay it in terms of the stock, how does that play into the process?
I think a lot of it plays to the fact that the Dolan family controls the stock, right? So it's very heavily insider controlled. You also have a mix of related assets with Sphere, which actually owns the networks that broadcast the games.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm thinking of Lasry and the Bucks. When you have people who did well, then sold, I mean, what lessons come out of that?
Well, it's very funny. I was at a panel once when shortly after he had gotten out of the Bucks, he was talking about the fact that when he bought in at like $550 million, he said the team was more profitable than it was when he sold it, for a much higher valuation, obviously. I think these teams do not sell on multiples of earnings. It's much closer to multiples of revenue. And look at the Celtics. They're on the market right now. They're going to be sold. They don't have a great arena situation. The opposite of Golden State, right? The Bruins, their owners control that building. But the Celtics are going to go for a record sale price. The last highest value was $4 billion for the Suns. This is going to easily surpass that.
Yeah, remarkable figures there. Great work. Mike, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And be sure to check out all the details on CNBC Sports NBA valuations. Be sure to go to cnbc.com/sport.